Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning show. Good morning, Andy.
Good morning.
And welcome to you as JTV begins our 25th year. Thanks for all the well wishes, and thanks for joining us yesterday as we celebrated JTV's 24th anniversary. And here we are, day one, year 25.
Very excited. This is, I've never been more excited than I am today. Very excited for year 25. We've got a lot planned, and we're very excited. So thank you to all of our staff who is the reason that we've made it this far.
Yeah, absolutely. 57 right now in Jackson, and today is going to be not as warm as yesterday. We're at 75 yesterday. Today's high 64 and windy, and then tonight 33.
Yes. Let's take a look outside at our Hometown Heating, Cooling, and More Skycam. It rained a little bit last night. I don't know if you were awake for that.
My phone said it would.
Yeah, I was awake late. Thanks to Hometown Heating, Cooling, and More. Visit heatandcoolwithus.com. Yeah, I was up late, of course, watching the Los Angeles Lakers game because, as you know, I'm a big fan of LeBron, and he got to play with his boy.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, that is cool. You know, for all the haters, you can hate as much as you want, but it's still cool.
Yeah, I saw LeBron fed Bronny the ball for a missed shot.
Yeah, that's fine. Bronny's not the best player in the world, so it's going to take Bronny some. Not yet, no.
Because, and really, talk about living in the shadow. LeBron, you know, arguably the greatest player in NBA history. ESPN says he's the 7th best player in the league. So
isn't that amazing? Year 20, what is it? Year 22 or 3, and he's still one of the top players in the league. It's amazing. If you look at some other players, you know, retire after 10, 12 years, it's amazing to see what he's been doing for this long. Very, very cool.
So set a record, first ever father-son duo to play in the NBA, and last night in attendance were the first father and son to play together in Major League Baseball. Who were they?
The Griffeys.
That's right.
Of course, Ken Griffey Jr., you know, he's my favorite baseball player of all time.
Really?
Of course, you should know that. Very cool. But I wanted to tell you that almost anyone can play in the NBA, Bart. Anyone.
Even you?
I don't know. Maybe even me. I showed Brandon a clip of Ahmad Rashad playing in a preseason game for the Philadelphia 76ers. I don't know if you remember that.
Was that a stunt?
Whether it was a stunt or not, he went 1 for 1 and hit a 20-foot shot. He practiced with the Sixers. Of course, you remember he hosted Inside Stuff, the first ever really behind-the-scenes NBA show.
So it was an NBC stunt.
It was an NBC stunt, but anyone could play. He still played in the NBA. Michigan State this weekend. I saw on the calendar David Rice is going to the game. 4-3 Michigan, 4-3 Michigan State, and this is a toss-up. I think it's going to be a well-viewed game, and I think a lot of the country is going to be interested because a lot of people hate Michigan. So there's going to be a lot of people rooting against Michigan.
How many couches do you think will be burned?
See, I never say that, Brandon.
Just quit stealing our signs and we'll be all right. Okay?
Well,
let's be fair here.
If you want to enjoy the game and be in a crowd and you don't want to go to Spartan Stadium, you can go to the Michigan Theater where they will have it on the big screen. Coney dogs and more.
Yeah, I would like to mention that I have 2 drinks on the table this morning. I've started drinking espresso over ice, and you have an espresso, and you made me one this morning. So I'm drinking them both, and my mouth is a little tasty right now. It's a little goofy. So.
Which one's better?
It's a tie right now. This foam on this one is amazing.
Last night at Keeley Park, it was Jackson County Park's Halloween Town Trunk or Treat. It was very well attended.
Well, you knew it would be.
Yeah, there were thousands of people.
Oh, my goodness. It's the fraud fighting team.
Yeah. They
Andy and Josie, right? You know, Andy called me Mr. Hawley the other day.
Andy called you Mr. Hawley?
He did. He called me
Really?
Mr. I said, listen, don't do that.
Andy Mason?
Yeah,
Mr.
he
Mason?
said, how are you, Mr. Hawley? I said, what?
Very creative costumes. There were probably 40, 50 different trunks open with treats.
Sue Stevens.
And they were giving people, I walked through and I thought, wow, this is a lot of candy, but then I saw all the people. And I don't know if they had enough candy. It's like going to Hinckley's Saturday at 12:10.
That's a good picture right there.
Cute kid.
That's a great pic.
I like that costume.
I do too. I think it's illegal if you or I wear something like that, but as a kid, you can definitely impersonate a police officer.
That looks very authentic.
It does. It's awesome.
Yeah. Junior cop.
I like that.
More photos online at
Yeah.
jtv.tv, and we've got all kinds of Halloween things coming up over the next week, and a lot of events, including you'll be emceeing the Aware's Men Who Cook.
Yes, I will be, and I have talked to the folks at Aware. They have given me a beautiful outline, Bart, of the events night, so I'm very excited. But yeah, I'll be there. It should be a good time. There's going to be a ton of cooks. Hunter from West Texas, David Gerding, Ralph Smith, Noah Nagy, Steve Trout, Ryan Felty, Dexter Evans, Vic Shiro. It's going to be awesome. And I'm anxious to see what the live music is, Bart, because I'm hoping it's DJ Mike Holiday,
Oh, I bet
but I'm
he'll
not
be there.
sure.
Yeah,
But I'm very excited.
He's usually there.
Yeah, very excited, and it's a fun event. Tickets only $40, and you can buy them at the door if you'd like. So hopefully, hope to see you there.
I highly recommend you go because the food's fantastic. It's a fun night.
Yeah.
You go win a lot of prizes, and Andy will be there.
Yeah, the interesting thing, both the two MCs for tomorrow night, both lactose intolerant.
Oh.
So should make for an interesting 2.5 hours. So stand by
When
for that.
the last thing I emceed, the Big Brothers Halloween thing, I got a 10-page outline.
Really?
Yeah.
A 10-page?
Yeah,
The
I didn't look at it at all.
Okay, yeah, no, the outline I have for this is perfect, so I'm very excited about it. You remember that time I went downstairs in the basement and almost touched a rat on accident down here?
Which time?
Well, the one time.
Oh, okay.
The rattiest cities in America have been announced, Bart. The rattiest.
I'm going to say New York.
Yeah, you know, that's everyone's guess, but it's not.
Really?
It's wrong.
Where?
I was just to say
Oh, it's wrong.
It's wrong.
Wow.
Detroit, number 8.
Ooh.
Number 1 is, guess.
Seattle.
No, not Seattle. Ann Arbor.
New
No,
Orleans.
I'm
New
just
Orleans?
kidding. What if it was Ann Arbor? No, the answer is Chicago.
Oh.
Chicago.
Well, you know, rats are important for a city's infrastructure.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. So, yeah, there you have it. But I thought that was nice that Detroit wasn't number 1 on that list. High school football coming up this weekend on JTV. It's week 9, and we have the Battle Creek Penfield Panthers.
It's week 9 already?
I know. You looked at me like I was lying.
Yeah.
No, it's actually week 9. Is it week 9? Yeah, it's week 9. The Penfield Panthers at the Parma Panthers, and that is brought to you by Minuteman Sewer and Drain. Live coverage 6:45, and that game will replay again at the conclusion of the game. For more high school sports, visit jtv.tv right now.
The Penfield Panther looks a little more ferocious.
It looks more aggressive. Could you pull that back
Aggressive.
up a little bit?
It's aggressive, mean.
It's got bigger
Panther.
teeth.
Our panther is nice.
But no, I don't know. Our panther
know.
looks faster.
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
Yeah. More animal news. The deer. Do you know? Have you seen the deer?
They live in basically in
Yeah.
our house.
The DNR wants people to shoot the deer. They are encouraging people to shoot the does.
Hunters.
The does. Hunters.
Hunters, not
Yes, they
not
are.
city folk like Brandon and I.
They are causing car crashes, spreading disease, and destroying farmers' crops. State officials estimate there may be 2 million deer in Michigan today, and that's twice as many as in the 1940s.
When Brandon picks his kid up from Sharp Park School,
Yeah.
there's a line of deer.
They live
It's
on that stretch.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
They do, right by the side of the road. Don't care, not a big deal.
I think the deer, the kids use Sharp Park School in the day and the deer use it at night.
You're right.
They
You're right.
sleep. There's a place back behind Sharp Park School where the Shakespeare Festival used to have the outdoor
Yes,
shows.
you're right. There's
like 100 that sleep there.
There's more than 100, Bart, and believe it or not, they live all over town just like that.
They do.
They will even sleep in your front yard. So,
Mm-hmm.
the Monday Mornings podcast is out now. You can check that out, jtv.tv and YouTube. Our guest is Henry Ford Jackson Hospital President Emily Moorhead.
I went to look and listen to that last night, but I was distracted
By
by all the other things on.
what do you mean?
I mean, there's a lot, on the podcast app. A lot of podcasts.
as
yeah.
far as what?
Well, there's just a lot going on over there, over in the podcast area.
The podcast area. What are you even talking
There's a
about?
podcast area on
On the internet?
podcast area on the internet.
Okay.
On your phone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
The story from Walmart. A Canadian Walmart store was closed for a third day yesterday as police investigated the death of a woman whose body was found inside an oven.
In the Walmart?
Halifax, Nova Scotia Regional Police said they were called Saturday
They
to
don't
the
sell
store
ovens.
where a 19-year-old woman was found dead inside a walk-in oven
In the bakery.
in the bakery department.
In the bakery is what happened.
My first question. Walmart has a walk-in oven?
Well, I was thinking, do they sell ovens?
That's
No.
what I thought when I thought,
Yeah.
it was probably someone shoved in an oven like
Yeah.
in the appliance section.
Right.
No, they have who would walk, I get the walk-in cooler. I get that, but why would you walk into an oven?
It was a murder.
It's like a blast furnace.
I think it was a murder. Interesting. Was this Nova Scotia?
Nova Scotia.
That's what I thought. It's time now for our I've Been Framed photo of the week. Thanks to Amy and her team at I've Been Framed. And this is a great shot. One of the cleanest looking photos of the Michigan Theater I have ever seen. I love this shot. If you'd like a photo and a frame that looks this good, just call Amy and her team. Highly recommend a framed photo for Christmas gifts this year instead of socks.
Good idea.
Yeah, thanks to Amy and her team. Purple Building on the corner of Wisner and North near Allskate and Optimist Ice Arena.
There's a new rage, the electric cars, have you heard about them? Mm-hmm. The Paris Motor Show this week, the big star, electric cars, tiny cars that can be driven without a license. Yes. This is Citroen's electric Amy, and it's a bestseller. It's a battery-powered vehicle, doesn't require a license. Well-off parents are buying them for their high schoolers.
Oh, well-off parents.
Well-off parents. Well, they're 8,000 euros.
For the kid, and you don't need a license?
No
so
license.
it's a toy.
How small they? I mean, they're like golf carts. By the way, have you seen all the golf carts driving around Clark Lake lately?
I have, and I was talking to Dave Rice from the Insurance Circle. Interesting thing about golf carts and insurance, if your golf cart is insured, but once it's 100 feet off your property, if you don't have the proper insurance, then you're not covered. So you might want to think about that.
Yeah,
Especially as Halloween comes up. I mean,
Right.
everyone's on their golf cart. You got to be careful. So call your insurance company and make sure that your golf cart is covered 100 feet off your property. God forbid anything happens.
Well, don't drive it on the road.
Well, yeah, try not to drive it
I
on the
know
road.
you can in Clark Lake. They made the rule that you can drive it on the road, but
No, I know. I'm just saying be
we're
careful.
not recommending it.
The Cascades Humane Societies has a funny event, Punchline for Paws, and that is presented by Lammers Heating and Air Conditioning. It is Saturday, November 2nd at the Jackson College Snyder Dining Commons. Tickets available. You can visit the Cascades Humane Society website. Our show today also brought to you by Vermeulen's Home Furnishings. Vermeulen's is in their third generation of being family owned and operated. Stop by Vermeulen's today.
The Mega Millions, no one won it last night. It's now at 229 million.
Have they raised the ticket price yet?
Not yet. It's coming next year. The Powerball drawing tonight, $478 million. You can get your Powerball and Mega Millions tickets at Kelly Express.
You'll be going overseas tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Oh
tomorrow.
my gosh.
Yeah.
Do they have lottery overseas?
It's the Irish Lottery.
Are you going to play it?
I don't know. Should I? Yeah.
I think you should. I think you should play the Irish lottery. Will you see if they have scratch-offs too?
Yeah, but if you win, then you have to go back. To
Well,
play.
just do it right there. You just
Oh,
go down
okay.
to the main office.
Yeah.
You just ask someone.
I probably will. Yes.
Did you-
My two sisters and my brother and our spouses we're all going to Ireland to find our homeland.
Well, tell everyone
we're
I
going
s-
to knock on doors of the Moore and Letty families.
Really?
And try to find where our family came from.
Have you let them know you're coming?
Some of them do. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, we have my sister's done all the research. We have maps and.
I'm sure this will go really well. Our show today brought to you by Tri-County Water. I'd like to thank Dan and Lindsay Watts over at Tri-County Water. There's a Jackson toy show coming up I want to tell you about before we take our first break. It's the Jackson Toy and Collectibles Show coming up at Keeley Park. It's November 2nd, 9 to 3 at the fairgrounds. Kids 12 and under are free, and admission is $5 per person. You can get in early at 7:30 for $10 and go pick the place clean before the general public gets in. So think about that as well.
Then the place will look like Hinckley's at 12:10 on a Saturday. Who's on the show today?
Wonderful show lined up. We have with us Mr. Jeff Bontrager from Northwest Community Schools, and Jeff joins us right next, right after this break.